You don't plan to become a single mom at 27. You plan to split rent, split groceries, split the 3 a.m. wake-ups. Instead, you split yourself. You wake up at 5:12 a.m. because that's the only quiet in your entire day. The apartment is dark. The radiator clicks like it's thinking about working. Your daughter is asleep in the next room, one arm thrown over a stuffed animal that used to be white and is now the color of survival. You make coffee you don't have time to drink. Your first job starts at 7 o'clock. A medical receptionist at a clinic that smells like disinfectant and stress. $18.50 an hour. You smile at patients who apologize for being sick. You schedule appointments for people who complain about wait times while you calculate whether you can stretch $143 until Friday. You wear scrubs because they're practical, because they hide the fact that you slept 4 hours, because nobody questions a woman in scrubs who looks tired. At 2:30 p.m., you clock out. At 3:15, you clock in somewhere else. A restaurant. Hostess. Sometimes server if someone calls out. Black shirt. Hair tied back. Smile calibrated to tips. You learn to say, of course, in a tone that doesn't reveal you've already been standing for 8 hours. You memorize table numbers the way other people memorize birthdays. Your daughter stays with a neighbor until 9:30 p.m. Mrs. Alvarez downstairs. 62. Retired. Charges less than daycare and sometimes refuses the money anyway. You bring her leftovers when you can. She calls your daughter Mija like she belongs to both of you. Your phone is a control center. School emails. Shift reminders. Past due notifications. A text from her father that says, "I'll try to send something next month." You stop replying after the third, "next month." Rent is $1,480. Daycare would be $1,200 if you used it full-time. Health insurance comes out automatically like a quiet threat. You learn to budget in your head while carrying 3 plates and a tray of drinks. You learn that exhaustion has layers. There's physical tired, and then there's decision tired. What bill can wait? Can you skip oil change month? Is generic cereal nutritionally different or just emotionally different? Your daughter asks why you're always at work. You tell her you're building something. You're not sure what. On Sundays, you do laundry at 6 a.m. because machines are free then. You sit on the plastic chair in the laundromat and watch the spin cycle like it's a metaphor. Everything tumbling. Everything loud. Everything still somehow coming out clean. You fill out FAFSA forms at midnight. You Google online degree part-time affordable. You close the tab because tuition feels fictional. At school pickup, other parents talk about soccer practice and vacation plans. You nod. You memorize their E's the way you memorize table numbers. Sometimes you stand in the kitchen after she falls asleep and stare at the sink full of dishes like it's a decision. You could leave the city. You could move back home. You could ask for help. But home feels like surrender, and help feels like proof you couldn't handle it. There are moments, though. Her hand in yours crossing the street. The way she runs toward you at pickup like you're not late, like you're not stretched thin, like you're the only person who matters. The way she says, "My mom works a lot," with pride instead of resentment. One night, she has a fever. 102.4. You hold her on the couch and watch the digital clock change from 1:13 to 1:14 to 1:15. You calculate how many hours until your morning shift and decide the clinic can survive without you. You text your manager and accept the smaller paycheck. You learn that money grows back slower than guilt. You apply for a promotion at the clinic. Administrative coordinator. $3 more an hour. You rehearse answers in your car during your 10-minute break at the restaurant. When they ask why you want the role, you almost say, "Because I can't keep doing this." Instead, you say, "I'm ready for more responsibility." You are already responsible for everything. Some nights, after both shifts, after bath time and homework and one more story, you sit on the edge of your bed and feel something you don't say out loud. You are tired in a permanent way, but you are also steady. America doesn't promise you ease. It promises opportunity if you can survive long enough to catch it. You renew the lease. You set the alarm for 5:12 a.m. You pack her lunch. Peanut butter. Apple slices. A note that says, "You're my favorite person." Outside, the city keeps moving. People ordering dinner. People complaining about being tired from one job. People scrolling through apartments with washer-dryers in unit. Inside your apartment, there's a small pair of sneakers by the door and a backpack with glitter on it and a drawing taped to the fridge. It's a house. A sun with too many lines. 2 stick figures holding hands. You ask her why the sun has so many rays. She says, because it's really bright. How bright? The brightest. You stand there longer than necessary. You are not where you thought you'd be. You are not rested. You are not rich. You are not certain. But you are here, working 2 jobs, in a country that never clocks out, in a life that depends on you not quitting. And somehow, that's both exhausting and heroic.